Well, in our last story, the people in Antioch had been gathering lots of food and clothing, but the people in Jerusalem were experiencing a famine and in the land round about. And so the generous new Christians in Antioch sent Barnabas and Saul, or Paul. He was Saul, now he's Paul. Sent them back to Jerusalem with all the goods, lots of food and everything. And when they got back to Jerusalem, thank goodness Herod was dead and things had settled down a little bit. But they stayed at Mary's house. Remember, that's the house where Peter got out of prison. He was banging on the door and they were having a prayer meeting, and Rhoda forgot to let him in the door. Anyway, they stayed back at Mary's house. And Mary said, yes, you're welcome to stay here. And they stayed for a while, and she was a good hostess to them. And they got real acquainted with Mary's young teenage son. And his name was John Mark. And John Mark was a really wonderful guy. And he loved to do things for other people, and he loved the Lord. He was a follower of Jesus. And when it came time for Paul and Barnabas and Paul to leave, they could see something in John Mark that was really wonderful, and they said, would you like to join us and come with us back up to Antioch? The church is growing so big up there, we can use all the help we can get. And John Mark said, I would love to go. Well, now they're just calling him Mark. And he said, I'd love to go with you. And so he bade goodbye to his mom, and he went with Paul and Barnabas back up to Antioch and was a wonderful help up there. He was a great preacher and missionary, a great steward for Jesus Christ, just a young teenage guy, just loving the Lord with all his heart. And you know, this is the man that blessed us with the Gospel of Mark. So I'm going to leave it off there for right now. Bye-bye.